They're just protecting home field. That's all you can ask for them to do. So here we go. Game number 2. Ready to go. We'll face Noah Syndergaard. And we will send Ervin Santana. Syndergaard a 90 overall, Santana an 80, but he's 2-0 with an ERA of about half a run in the postseason. All right, similar lineups here. Rosario's going to lead off again. Oh, yeah. You'll have that in the World Series. Absolutely. I agree. Rosario, Dozier, Sano, Morneau, Polanco, Santana, Castro, Grossman. Grossman's hitting too well to not hit. That's the thing. The only guy in this lineup who hasn't been hitting worth crap is Danny Santana. Should we make a change? What do you think? Go to Kepler. I'll go to Kepler. Santana's just the outlier here. Everyone else is hitting the ball really well. All right, Kepler's going to play center. We'll make that change. Let's begin. The hair, man, between DeGrom and Syndergaard. Santana and Cueto, all great hair. Here's the batting order. Pretty similar for both teams. Game 2 of the World Series starts right now on your home for Twins baseball on Twitch. Wednesday afternoon, Game 2. Let's update the title, by the way. Game 2. There we go. PJC, welcome. Facing your Mets, Hal. We know this isn't realistic when both the Twins and the Mets are playing in the World Series, so good luck to everyone. And hey, Fathead, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. SLP, welcome. Very close game in Game 1. Johnny Cueto struck out 14 batters. It was not enough as Hunter Strickland brought out his gas can and started throwing matches at the plate. Loaded the bases in the 8th, gave up a run. And the Twins had the tying runner at 3rd with 1 out. Infield was brought in, and Vargas hit one sharply to 3rd, but Barry couldn't advance, so that was it. No, Rayman. I said I would. No, that's not what I said at all. I said I would try to finish the playoffs by the time I got on vacation. I want to get this done. I want to get this done. Let's get this going. Say hello. Yeah. All right, Noah Syndergaard on the mound. Fastball, sinker, slider, change, curve. Everything's on YouTube right now. Ice cream. You can also go back on Twitch and see the entire. Ooh. Boy, Syndergaard taking it to Rosario right there. Here's Dozier. He homered in the last game, finally.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
And he bounces one in for a strike. 53 degrees, 8-mile-per-hour wind blowing out. Same kind of wind, just a little stronger. One ball, no strikes. I am sort of in radio. I don't actually work for a radio station, but yes, I do a lot of voice work, including play-by-play for football and hockey.
Batting third baseman, Miguel Sano.
That was just a test, and it got stuck. Rayman. He's looking at the jar over there. Nobody dropped it. It was just a test. And it got stuck, so that's I can't do anything about it now. Wishful thinking, I know. So Dozier at first, Sano at the plate. They went back-to-back in home runs in the last game. I didn't test specifically. If you just, on stream test, if you just hit the test bits or test anything, it just drops things at random. Sano drives one to right center, carrying, track, wall, and gone! Sano has his 5th home run of the playoffs. It's 2-0 Minnesota. And I'm not sure I want to score first because the teams that have scored first in this playoffs have not necessarily been on top. We scored first in the last game, and the Mets came back to win, but we're going to take all the runs we can get. And also, if you check out YouTube, I put my Minnesota Timberwolves PA announcer audition on there as well. If you're at all interested in that, the Timberwolves are looking for a new PA announcer, and they wanted people to submit some videos. They had an in-person test, but all the slots were full, so there's a lot of people out there. And I gotta be honest with you, there are not a lot of good online submissions. I have no expectations of being called back for it, but some of the ones I've seen that are on YouTube are not good at all. People are using like cell phones without any kind of microphone, and it sounds horrible. And oh, Morneau's going to tap this one into the infield, and he's somehow going to beat it out. No, he was safe. We're gonna check that. Challenge that. Challenge that. Oh, he was safe. Morneau and his 19-speed wheels, I think, beat that one out. I just want to double-check this. I'm 95% certain he was safe, and he was. That's a challenge. That's a challenge.
I was safe.
Morneau's going to have an infield hit.
He's safe.
Give him the thumbs up. Yeah. What do I think about the trade? I think NBA 2K is going to have to find a new cover quickly. What is Morneau doing? Morneau standing there with the bat. Oh, what a play, Wheels. There we go.
He's safe.
Hey, if he had 17 or 16 speed, then he's probably out.
He's safe.
Yeah. No balls, 1 strike to Jorge Polanco. Swinging at the curveball and missing. It's 0-2. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping for something. And, you know, they have a few preseason games. So if I were running something like that, and that's going to be a double play. The challenge irrelevant. as the Twins fail to score beyond that. 2 runs from Sano. So we head to the bottom of the first. If I do get that call back, like I said, if I were running it, what I would do is select 3 and then have each of them do a preseason game. But that's just me. I don't know how they're going to do it. I should know something later in the week. Hopefully I don't have to worry about anything on vacation. That would be awful. Oh, yeah, the jersey changed from Madden 09. Oh, yes. Whoever runs NBA 2K's Twitter was awesome, though, about it. Like, they acknowledged it immediately. Like, kind of tongue-in-cheek. Hey, it looks like we're going to have to get a new cover.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
All right. First chance for the Mets here in Game 2. Neil Walker sending the first pitch over the head of Kepler. It's going to be a double. And quickly, the Mets trying to take back those runs.
Batting second, right fielder, Jorge Soler.
But honestly, I don't... As far as that trade's concerned, I'm not a big NBA guy, so I don't have an opinion one way or another. If I'm just being honest about it. And yes, I know I'm talking about the Timberwolves right now, and working for the team, but I don't have to be an NBA guy to do that. It's not like I don't know all the rules and all the signals and everything.
Batting third, left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Strike call. But I kind of agree with you. I don't care about cover athletes either. Like, I've religiously played the last 5 or 6 NHL games. I swear to you, I could not tell you who's on the cover of any of them. Don't care. Oh, no. Awkward double play. No, he's not going to get it.
Batting fourth, first baseman,
I kind of wish Santana had just fielded it cleanly there. It'll be Lucas Duda, who was magnificent in Game 1 of the World Series. First and third, 1 away. If we can get a ground ball at second or short, we should be able to get out of this inning without any more problems. Tagged him. What? Blue! I tagged him.
batting fifth,
If I were Paul Molitor right now, I would storm out of the dugout. That's not even challengeable. This is not something I like to do. Error. Plays like this make me reconsider doing a 2018 franchise. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Castro. Okay. Can we fix these animations? Every sports game has them, and the show is pretty good about them for the most part, but this is not a good tag. He didn't even try to tag him. And he gets an error for it. I mean, he's out by 10 steps. So 2-1 after Castro forgot how to baseball for a second. No. 1-0. No. Give me a minute. Strike called, and it's 1-2. Oh my goodness. I am just... The umpiring and the fielding and the animations and the everything. To left. That one's caught. 2 outs. So many things happening in this game right now.
Batting sixth.
I'm not one to get angry at video games, but
Wilmer Flores.
let's be honest, that should have been an out.
Shouldn't have thrown it on then.
Well, I couldn't have thrown to anyone else. If I throw it, he's going to be safe. Fly ball to right. Grossman has it for out number 3. A run scores on an error. And we head to the top of the second. 2-1 Twins. I mean, technically he didn't tag him, and I get that, but that's more of a call on the animation more than anything. But yeah, I'm heading to the plate. I did everything I could to move the catcher to the plate, and that's what we went with. I'm going to get him something real quick. I'll be back in like 1 minute. Hang tight. Oh, here we go. Bring it down here for you, okay?
Okay.
Play over here. Okay.
Hello? It's me. Hi. My dad's gonna get something like a baseball. And, welcome to the stream. Playing some MLB The Show franchise. Right. Be right back.
Move it, boy.
Move.
There you go, man.
I did the full eyes.
You what? Ooh. Look at you.
I did that to the streamers.
Okay, well, that's cool. All right, here we go.
Leading off for Minnesota. Center fielder.
Okay. Top second. Who is it? Max Kepler. Facing Noah Syndergaard. Oh, that's frustrating that way that went down. Kepler's a little late on that one. Fly ball to left.
Batting seventh. Catcher. Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the batter. A home run in the postseason, hitting 200. Couple RBI. Takes outside for a ball. Castro lines it to left. That's a fair ball. Into the corner it goes. Castro on his way to second. And it's going to be a close play and it's going to be out. Oh my. What a throw. Wasn't cut off.
Right fielder. Robbie.
And Morneau can beat out an infield single with 19 speed. Castro can't get to second on a ball to the wall. Ugh. So 2 outs. Twins lead by 1. And Robbie Grossman, the batter. Cespedes, yeah, absolutely. Definitely something to consider in the future. Haven't played the Mets in the regular season. They did not meet Twins Mets. Ball and a strike. To left. Should we do it? Should we do this? We're doing this. There we go. Of course that happened again. Grossman's a bit faster than the catcher Castro is, so
Santana.
there we go. So a runner in scoring position for Irvin Santana. First pitch to Santana, a ball. I mean, I pretty much have to make him throw me a strike, right? One and 0 to Irv. He takes a strike, a fastball at the knees, and it's 1-1. Citi Field, home of the New York Mets. Santana waves and misses at the breaking ball. A 1-2 count. Of course, National League rules here. Pitchers have to bat, no designated hitter. Irvin stays alive. We'll do this as long as we can. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the pitcher, Irvin Santana. Syndergaard checks the runner, kicks, fires, and Santana fouls it off. Ooh. Pretty good at bat here for Irvin, no matter the result. This will be pitch number 8. And Syndergaard's 30th overall. Tapper to first. Easy. And that'll do it for the Twins in the top half of the second. They lead 2-1 as we go to the Mets half of inning number 2. Curtis Granderson, the batter.
Leading up for the Mets, center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
And he takes a strike. Well, Santana, definitely our number 2 pitcher in the rotation. He's been gold for most of the season. I'm not going to say all of the season. September was a rough month for Irvin. He gets the strikeout on Granderson.
Batting 8th, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
So here comes d'Arnaud. Ball misses. But Santana's postseason numbers have been pretty good. He's got a long way to go to match Cueto's 14 strikeout game from yesterday. A game that could have gone down as one of the best in World Series history, if not for the 3 runs. 14 strikeouts in 7 innings. When you average 2 strikeouts per inning, that is solid. You're not going to get a lot done at the plate, but they certainly did. The Mets delivering a couple long balls. And then a base hit with the bases loaded gave them the lead in the 8th, which they held on to do. Strikeout here for Santana. 2 away, and it's Syndergaard. Syndergaard takes a strike. And another one. No balls, 2 strikes to Santana's counterpart.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, that's all.
Narrowly missing. Oh, 2-2. Come on, finish him. Yep. Santana with a huge inning. That's what we need. That's how you bounce back. Striking out the side. We head to the 3rd. 2-1 Twins. Top of the order for Minnesota. Eddie Rosario will be the batter.
Number 20, Eddie
Syndergaard with 30 total pitches through the first 2 innings and a ball inside to the leadoff hitter Rosario. Rosario takes a strike. One.
2-1.
That one misses. It's 3 balls and 1 strike to Eddie Rosario. Oh, God. No. Don't do that. I know. Thank you, Mason. 3-2. God, that was a terrible finish. Rosario strikes out on what should have been ball 4 twice. Well, Brian Dozier steps in. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. And takes an outside slider. Homered in yesterday's game. And homered 53 times in the regular season. Cut on and fouled off. Outside, 2-1. It's the World Series. Emotions, they're there. 2-1. Dozier scorches it to shortstop. Cabrera over to first for the out, 2 away.
Next for the Twins, third baseman, Miguel.
And now Sano, who homered in the first. That home run, the difference right now. It's a 2-run home run. They lead by 1. Sano, the free swinger, gets a piece of the bat on the ball. It's 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He has 5 home runs in the playoffs. If you're looking for a playoff MVP, we've got a candidate right here. 97 on the fastball. It's 1-2 to Miguel Sano. Pitch on the way. Check swing, 2-2. Give me something. He gave me something, all right. Outside corner for strike 3. We head to the bottom half of the third with the Twins still leading by 1. Top of the order, Neil Walker to face Irvin Santana, who struck out 3 consecutive batters. And a strike called, and oh no! Trainer's out to examine the hand of Irvin Santana. This can be anything from a bad bruise to a fracture to a broken... Oh no. Why do these things have to happen?
What happened?
Irvin Santana might have broken his hand, is what might have happened. Kyle Gibson. Get in the game. Get in there. Go play. Go play.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Minnesota.
If I don't have Irvin Santana for his next start, we are in big trouble. You cannot bring players up. You cannot, once a series starts, you cannot add players to your roster. They are locked. You have 25 players, and that's it. All right. Kyle Gibson on the first pitch grounds it to first. Wow. Early in the game, too.
Number 15,
What a shame.
Jorge Soler.
We'll keep an eye on that once this is over, but that could be the end of the season for Santana. The first part of the season, the first 6 weeks or so, we were plagued with injuries. I know. We were plagued with injuries. We have been very fortunate in the second half of the season with injuries. We have not had anything major at all. But that hurts. And now Kyle Gibson, who was in the rotation for the entire regular season, will step in and try to fill the role of starter here for a while, as that one's lined to center and caught by Kepler.
The left fielder, number 52.
Gibson was the 5th starter, so He was put in the bullpen for the postseason, but called upon here to eat up some innings.
Outside.
Hector Santiago also available for long-term if necessary. Ground ball to third. Sano over to first for the out. Off day tomorrow for travel back to Target Field, so that'll rest up some of the pitchers. But we now have to, depending on the severity of the injury, we have to consider the possibility of Cueto throwing in Game 4 with slight injury. Or not injury, but slight energy loss. Have to consider it.
Leading off for the Twins,
And by the way, if we're down
Justin
2-1 or even 3-0, if we're down 3-0, Cueto's throwing Game 4. That's not a question.
Counts 1-0.
But if we're down 2-1, I also have to consider that possibility. But if we're down 3-0, Cueto 100% starts Game 4.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
A lot of possibilities here. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Morneau sends it to center. And you know what? If he's not injured, if it's just for this game,
now batting
Santana could start Game 4.
Jorge Polanco.
Like, he'll be ready. He's not going to have an energy loss. Jorge Polanco, the batter. 2-1 Twins, thanks to Miguel Sano's 2-run home run. Syndergaard at 50 pitches, here with 1 out in the 4th. Fastball is low at 97, 2-0. But yeah, I've been very fortunate with injuries in the second half of the year, so it's hard to complain about something like this. Polanco lines it into the gap in right center. Will it get to the wall? No. Cut off there. Big turn around first, but Polanco retreats. And it's a base hit, so Max Kepler will be the batter with 1 out as the Twins make an attempt to try and extend this lead. Game 1 of the World Series belonged to the Mets. Game 2, currently, the Twins leading 2-1. First loss in the postseason for the Twins. Ground ball to second, or to short rather. They go to second for 1 and over to first to end the inning. Well, Syndergaard getting a great double play there, and that guy morphing through others in the front row is disturbing. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 Minnesota. Kyle Gibson, in case you just joined us, Kyle Gibson in relief of Irvin Santana, who injured his hand. He's being taken for x-rays. Unlikely we'll know anything until this game's over. But hopefully will not be out of the series. That would put us down to 24 players and 1 less pitcher, which would be a devastating blow. We have 12 pitchers on the playoff roster. That would just hurt so badly if we can't see Santana again. Where are we at in the order? Duda on 1 and 2. Stays alive. I wish. Irvin Santana. I wish it was Danny Santana. That we could deal with. Shaq's swing didn't go. He wasn't hitting the hand. He was throwing a pitch, and they just the pop-up, the random pop-up. Could have a bruised hand. Could have a broken hand. Ground ball right side. Dozier way in the outfield makes the play for the out. Nice to see Amish guy, by the way.
The shortstop, number 13.
So here is Asdrubal Cabrera. A magnificent playoff run for him.
1-0.
Gibson puts the sinker at about 58.5 feet for ball one. To right and hit well. Grossman runs it down for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman,
Hopefully he can.
Wilmer Flores.
Cueto scheduled to throw game 5, but as I said, depending on the injury, we might have to put him on short rest. Play him in game 4, and then obviously he'd have to be ready for game 7. I'm not sure I can do this without Santana. I'm dead serious. I don't know. So far, Gibson pitching well in relief. Gets the pop up there. We're through 4. Twins 2, Mets 1. Then again, I've questioned just about everything in this franchise, and here we are in the World Series, so
Catcher,
who knows?
Jason Castro.
Castro on the first pitch takes a sinker on the inside corner that clips the edge. According to the home plate umpire, it's 0-1. Works the outside edge this time, and no balls, 2 strikes on the foul ball. Fouled off. No, you cannot. I'm 95% certain you cannot change your roster, even if there's an injury, once the series has started. Oh, Castro.
Now batting,
Baseball has some weird rules, though, when it comes to rosters.
Grossman.
I've said it many times, but like, you should be able to have an extra guy in the postseason if that's how it works out. I would make it a 27-man roster for the postseason. No changes once it starts. And then September is ridiculous to me. How you can go from 25 to 40 in the most meaningful games of the season and then bring it back down to 25. I will never understand that. No matter how well it's explained to me, I will never understand that.
Got him.
The pitcher number 44.
And what makes it even worse is that some teams play a different amount of games in September. Not every team is playing the same number of games. So, but if we can change him, we'll know after this game. But I don't think we can. Kyle Gibson getting the at-bat here. And a ball outside. Yeah, doubleheaders, you get that exception. You get the 26th player. Obviously, it doesn't apply to the show because there are no doubleheaders, but Gibson swings and misses. And the final one, it's a combination that the minor leagues are done for the most part. Most teams are done once September starts, so they're available. Gibson swings and misses, and he needs to get back to worrying about pitching. All right, Twins hanging on with the 2-1 lead. Curtis Granderson will be the batter. We're halfway home as we start the bottom of the 5th. Granderson, ground ball to the right side. Dozier in the grass makes the play.
Now batting, catcher Travis d'Arnaud.
So here's d'Arnaud. And if you're looking at the pitch count, no, Gibson did not start this game. He came in relief a couple innings ago.
We should get Kyle.
He's a starter.
I still.
He'll pitch next game.
1 strike.
He's probably going to pitch next game.
Is it good?
No.
Stop pitching.
Well, you've got to. I don't have any other choice.
Yes, you do.
Who else am I going to pitch?
Johnny.
He's hurt. He needs to rest. He needs to rest his arm.
Johnny. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's crushed. High and deep to left. Track. Walcott.
If that was
About as far back as you can go. Rosario makes the play for the out. Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, the new schedule generation, not quite where it needs to be. I agree.
Ball one, no strike.
You wouldn't think that would be that hard to do either. So here's Noah Syndergaard. He takes a strike. Gibson's opposing pitcher here, and again, Gibson, you see that low pitch count. He came in the 3rd. Irvin Santana getting looked at right now to determine whether he's going to be able to continue playing in this series. Gibson gets the strikeout on Syndergaard, and that'll do it in the 5th. To the 6th we go, Twins by 1. World Series Game 2.
Leading off for Minnesota, the left fielder, number 20.
How would that not be possible?
Rosario.
Does Madden not do that? If you play... Okay, here's a question. Madden franchisers. If you play another season in Madden, do they not have a different schedule? Like, surely you can do that, right? It's the same concept. That's exactly how it works in football. Teams play another division each year. They play against specifically a different division every year. Like, surely you're not playing the same teams in a 2018 in football. Rosario waited on that curveball and pounded it to the right side. Look at the size of that PCI. Too bad. 1-2. Fouled off.
Are you going to play Madden 18 today?
This will be pitch number 70 from Noah Syndergaard. Got him on the curve. Syndergaard has thrown a good game. Now Brian Dozier, 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. Breaking balls in the dirt. Curveball, 2-0. Wow, way inside, and now 3-0 to Dozier. I don't understand how coding would be that difficult for that. I mean, that's not even... I know nothing about coding. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about a 2 on coding. But certainly that doesn't seem like it'd be that complicated. Dozier skies it to the right side. Please get out of play. Please! Interference. Somebody. Grab his arm. It's a World Series baseball for...
Third baseman, Miguel.
So here's Sano. Oh, I haven't purchased Madden in several years. Like I said, I still have the 10-hour trial on Xbox EA Access that I have yet to start. Pretty sure it already came out now, so it's not all that special anymore. Or I'm sorry, the special edition is already out. The real edition doesn't come out until Friday, the regular. That's EA's new business model, by the way, if you're unaware. On the regular release date, they only release the special edition, and then they wait 3 days for the regular release. That's EA Sports' new business model. So, thanks for that. Sano to shallow right. Got under that a bit, and it's caught for the 3rd out. I still miss NCAA football so badly. This is year number 4 where July has come and gone without NCAA football. If that had come out in July, I would probably be 5 seasons in, or 5 years into my. I guess it's not really a franchise.
What?
Would you call it a franchise? What would you call NCAA football? Career? Not really. All that is a money-making gimmick from EA. All Electronic Arts is doing is money grabbing. They know people will want to play it 3 days early, so they'll put out the $80 special edition. Or $70, or whatever it is. People aren't going to want to wait an extra 3 days. They're not. They make it sound like, oh, here's the early edition. It's not the early edition. That's when they normally would release the game. NHL's doing the same thing. FIFA's doing the same thing. Normally the games come out on Tuesdays. The special edition is coming out that day. The regular edition is coming out 3 days later than it's supposed to. It's not an early release. It's a late release.
Ball, that's out.
That's marketing for you. Marketing 101. Make it sound good for the consumer. It's not. Anytime Electronic Arts, EA Sports, anytime they try, and yes, they're a horrible company. Anytime they try and tell you that something benefits you, it benefits them. It does not benefit the consumer. EA Sports has done very little to benefit the consumer for several years now. Dynasty, thank you. That's the term.
Right fielder number
Dynasty is the
15,
correct term.
Jorge
I don't know why I couldn't come up with that.
Soler.
Dynasty used to be the term for it for every sports game for a while, and franchise. But man, I miss it. I miss it so much. There's a nice play at short.
The left fielder number 52.
I mean, I didn't even do the creating a school thing. I just like taking the 1 or 2 star schools and building them up. But the fact that you had all those options, and it played a great game of football. I thought it played better than Madden, even though they were similar engines.
Ball one.
Look, I'm sorry, but nothing beats running a triple option in that game. It was so fun. The variety of plays that were available that you don't see in Madden.
D-Rod.
Ah, God, I would just have a blast playing it. I just don't enjoy Madden all that much. Once I get back from vacation, I'll test out the 10-hour trial and go from there. And then a week later, NHL 18 will be out, and I know for a fact I'm buying that, so we'll look into that franchise as well. The details of expansion mode came out for NHL this week, and nothing too surprising there. I have not done those schools. I typically went with Ball State University out of Muncie, Indiana. They play in the Mid-American Conference, a 1-star school. And basically for the first 3 or 4 years, all you're trying to do is compete for a chance at playing in the conference title game. But it's a process. You got to build your schools up. You got to get those 3-star recruits. No, because no 5-star recruit is coming to Ball State or Florida A&M or any of that. So you got to build up the 3 stars. After a few years, hey, you started winning the conference title. You're starting to look pretty decent. These 4-star guys are going to start coming around. Repeat the process for a few more years. Okay, now you're getting the eye of the world. We got a couple national televised games. We're about 7 years in. Hey, we're attracting the possibility of a local 5-star guy. I also sometimes like to use Indiana, a Big Ten school who has no business competing in the Big Ten. I think actually playing as Indiana was a much tougher chore than Ball State. if I'm being honest. Because you're constantly playing Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan. You're playing big schools constantly, and they can't compete. And since they can't compete, they can't win games, they can't attract more. It's just like an endless cycle. Or you can choose to be a strong school like Florida State or Notre Dame or Michigan or Ohio State and dominate everyone and try to keep your status. There's so many great ways to play that game.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Right, the Blue Bonnet Bowl. Exactly. It's a process. It's a process. And football, I mean, it's only 12 games, so it goes by quickly. Recruiting's half the fun, to me. The Minnesota State Screaming Eagles, nice. Did you have the theme from Coach as your fight song? All right, Gibson's at 46 pitches, which isn't bad. Have to go to first here.
He's out.
All right, we get out of it. We're through 6, Twins by 1 as we head to the 7th inning. We are in Game 2 of the World Series. If you're just joining us, Twins franchise rolls on. Lost Game 1 by 1 run. Here we are leading the second game by the same
Now pitching for the
margin.
New York Mets, number 66.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sorry, I love that show.
Leading off for Minnesota, first baseman, Justin Morneau.
I just long to play a good football game like that again. It'll happen. It will happen again. I just don't know when. Morneau swings and misses. New pitcher out. Fastball slider change. Yeah, I know they were going to try and reboot Coach, but that fell through, which is too bad. Even the people at ABC were like, yeah, there's too many reboots on TV. Ball and 2 strikes here to Justin Morneau. Liner, and right at second. Short hop, they'll have to go to first. And the out is made.
Now batting, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Strickland would normally be the 8th inning guy, but he is the reason we lost the last game, actually. He is seriously the reason we lost Game 1. He had a couple walks, a couple hits. Gave up a base hit with the bases loaded, which allowed the Mets to take the lead. We got him out of there, and then someone else finished the job for him. So right now, I have no confidence in him. But we'll see what happens. I'm just going to stick with Gibson for now. Oh, 0-2, and Polanco lines it foul. Everything's is on YouTube, but Game 1 not yet. I'll probably throw that on there sometime when I get a chance. Still part of this. It's still part of this stream, so. But everything up until today, including the American League Championship Series, is archived on my YouTube page. Ooh, Polanco chased that high pitch. And if you haven't subscribed to it, it's right up there at the top of the screen, JK Guy 16. Follow me on Twitter as well at JK Says Radio. Get updates for when we go live with our streams.
Now batting,
Ground ball to second for the out.
Max Kepler.
Here's Max Kepler. 2 outs. Twins leading by a run. Kepler takes a strike. Wave and a miss. Tentatively, the plan is to stream a game tonight once I get home from my trivia hosting duties. I plan to stream Game 3 of the World Series tonight. That'll probably start around 11:30, 11:15, 11:30. It's just going to be one game. I will not be doing 2 games tonight. So it'll be a short stream, but I got to get it done before vacation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Yeah, the Twitch app has a long way to go, honestly. So once I'm done here, I'll probably try and upload these 2 games to YouTube and go from there. So we'll probably do Game 3 tonight. Like I said, around 11:15, 11:30 Central Time. One game, Game 3. And then tomorrow afternoon, Games 4 and 5. And then Thursday night, we'll finish it up. That's the plan. Tapper in front of the mound. Castro spins and fires for the out.
Center fielder, number
I just want to be done with this franchise for now. We'll do 2018 later on. But I want to be done before we head on vacation for a week.
Disney World.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, I know I can't appease everyone. 0-2.
Ball.
As that one misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The
A
count.
ball and 2 strikes here. And that one's crushed to center and carrying. Kepler under it for the out.
now batting. Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's d'Arnaud. Boy, Gibson has pitched exceptionally well here in relief so far.
Inside, ball 1.
Nice, you're heading out to Disneyland 2018. Yeah, we've been planning this Disney World trip in Florida for quite a while. And the game is tied, just like that.
An apple?
Yeah. New York's called the Big Apple. That's a nickname for it. So they have a thing that pops up for the home runs. d'Arnaud with the game tying a home run for the Mets. Gibson's first run allowed in the postseason.
Attention, please. Bench hitting for the Mets. Number 12, Juan Lagares.
That's a shame.
That's a ball.
It's all planned out for us. We don't do the park hopper thing. I mean, everything in Disney World is so massive with the 4 parks they have, and as far as Disneyland goes in California, I've never been there, and I don't know how, if it's any different or how different or what. But Disney World and Florida has the 4 parks, and they are all very big. They're huge. And we have everything planned out as far as meals go. It's very itinerary based, so no park hopper. Just seems like something we wouldn't utilize enough anyway. But no, we have no plans to do any of the water parks that are there.
Now pitching for the Mets. Number 59, Fernando Salas.
That's cool. I like the water parks though.
I like water parks.
Yeah. But
Leading off
we won't be doing anything when we're there. We've got a pool. You'll be fine. You'll be
Jason
fine.
Castro.
I like ones.
Are you seriously complaining about something we're doing in Disney World? Get out of here.
You get out of here.
Top 8 here in Game 2 of the World Series. It's a tie ball game. Jason Castro, the batter. Breaking ball for strike 1.
I want to see how that on the camera.
I got the count with 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, I've been to everything that's at Disney World.
What do you got?
It's been 10 years, and I'm sure it's very different. When you make that kind of money that they do,
Count is 3 and 2.
you can definitely change things up a bit. 3-2 to Jason Castro. Fouled off. Really, my wife is controlling most of everything we're doing, so I'm just kind of along for the ride, if I'm being honest.
Are we going to do most of the ride?
Popped up. You can do whatever you want, man.
My birthday.
True. Don't get a big head about it, though.
Right fielder, Robbie Grossman.
You were this thing?
We'll see. Depends what it is. All right, Robbie Grossman, the batter.
What was your favorite ride?
I don't know.
What was your favorite pool?
I'll make you go on. It's a small world. If you want to hate something, really, so much.
What, small world?
It's a small world.
What's a small world?
Don't worry about it. If you really want to hate something, you'll go on that.
Is it scary?
No. Well, is it scary? It depends. Grossman's gonna pop this one up. No, I wasn't scared.
Does it go? Is it
It's
a
just,
roller
it's
coaster?
not fun. Let's just say that. It's more annoying than anything, and a very, very nostalgic thing that probably should have gone away 30 years ago. You might want to bring in a pinch hitter. Yeah, I might. Gibson's day is going to be done. He's been out there a while.
Vargas, put in Vargas.
Should I hit? Should I?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put in Kenny Vargas and just try to hit one out here.
Your attention, please.
I mean, why not?
Pinch hitting for Minnesota.
I'd rather have all these other bench players that can play multiple
You
positions.
Have to pitch. You have to pitch.
The wife is controlling the action. Yes, that's exactly what's happening,
Vargas has to pitch.
which is usually the case.
Vargas has to pitch.
I should also get someone ready to go. Well, Hunter Strickland's not even at his energy level anyway, and I don't want him in there.
Vargas has to pitch.
We'll go with Brandon Kinsler for the 8th inning. A ball and no strikes to Kenny Vargas. A timely home run in Game 4 against Texas. And he turns on this one and lines it to right, but that's playable at the track. Vargas hits it hard.
If that was Little League, that would be gone.
If it was Little League, it would have been gone, yes. Thought he got all of it.
Is there any Little League games on Xbox?
No.
I want to start it.
There has been a Little League baseball game, and that was on the NES, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good, so.
Your attention.
Brandon Kinsler will come out to
Now pitching
pitch
for Minnesota, number
here in the
27.
8th. Trying to keep. This is where the New York Mets put the go-ahead run across in Game 1. It was 3-3 at this juncture, and then they scored because Hunter Strickland forgot how to baseball. Yeah, I thought he got all of it. It was hit hard. 0-2. Tapper back to the mound. Easy play. One away. Way to take your time out there on the mound, too, Mr. Kinsler.
Right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Dad, if we go swimming, can I do the thing that I did last time that we were swimming?
What?
The jumping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The thing where I go in the deep end.
When? Where? With who?
The pool. When I go in the deep end, then I jump into the deep end, then I pop myself up and go up to the lab.
As long as Sarah's watching you.
She will.
The left
Okay.
fielder, number
She'll be on the deep
You be very careful, okay?
Cespedes.
You only do it with her around. The Robert Lee thing on ESPN. That's so dumb. I feel like ESPN is doing their best to just run themselves into obscurity. I am not a fan of ESPN or anything they've done for years. I don't watch ESPN with any regularity. SportsCenter has become a parody of itself. SportsCenter used to be fun to watch. It's awful. If Tim Tebow sneezes, SportsCenter's all over it. They cover like 5 players.
Nope, that's a ball.
They do not care about sports that they do not cover. I'm a big hockey guy, but ESPN has no idea what hockey is anymore, and they don't care. And it's not just that. Everything they do, it's just they have a bunch of shows where you have 3 or 4 panelists just yell at each other. It's not fun to watch. To me, ESPN, the backlash that they're receiving via like memes and jokes about changing the broadcaster Robert Lee out is going to be much worse than having just left him in there and not talking about it. Sure, someone would have brought it up, but it wouldn't be nearly as big of a deal. Barry Melrose is still with him for some reason, so he gets like 6 minutes of airtime a month. The real problem is their best hockey guy is John Buccigross. And he has a good gig. He does the nightly Sports Center, late nights. He's a big hockey guy. Like, he's a huge hockey guy. And I follow him on Twitter, and he does the Bucci Overtime Challenge where he gives out gear from his store, and I have some of that. It's great. I wish he'd get out of there. I wish he would go work somewhere else. But other than that, no, ESPN is garbage for the most part. Rosario pops it up. We're in the 9th inning, by the way, and yeah, they do some good things. Their baseball coverage is pretty solid. Their Sunday night coverage, I like
The batter, number 2.
what they do Sunday night. Their Little League World Series coverage is pretty decent, but like other than that, their 30 for 30 series is awesome.
I'm gonna go to the park. I'm going to the park.
But most of the other stuff they do is crap, as far as I'm concerned. John Buccigross. Follow him on Twitter. Buccigross. He's fantastic.
Ball 2.
Big hockey guy.
Hi, I'm going to the park.
See, he's actually really big into college hockey. That's his thing. That's his store. He sells a lot of college hockey stuff. So yeah, he does something called the Buccigross Overtime Challenge. So like if a major sporting event goes into overtime, he does it with hockey for the most part, but he'll do it with other sports on occasion. If a major event's about to go to overtime, and I'll use hockey as an example, he asks everyone before the overtime starts, pick a player from each team who's going to score. And if you're right, and you're one of the 5 people he selects at random, he'll send you a free hat or a free shirt or something from his store. So it's really fun. But he's their best hockey mind by a long shot. All right, Dozier's aboard, 1 out. It's Miguel Sano in the 9th. Sano fouls it off. See if we can do something here with Dozier at first base. Pitch on the way. Outside for a ball.
Outside, that's a ball.
Sano into center, and that's going to be caught easily. 2 down. Now the offense, we're not getting anything happening here. We're not even threatening to score.
Now batting, first baseman.
It'll be Justin Morneau.
Morneau.
Just considering my options here. Off day tomorrow for rest, so bullpen will get... Oh, curveball too. Bullpen will get a nice little rest. 0-1 to Justin Morneau. In the dirt. I got to consider trying to run with Dozier here. One and one. Morneau is late. And it'll be called. Oh boy, he almost overran it. That would have been embarrassing. What's not embarrassing is the Mets, who are looking to take a 2-0 lead in the World Series here. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And our kryptonite so far in the postseason,
Bottom of the ninth,
Lucas Duda.
first baseman, number 21.
Kinsler will remain in the game.
0-1.
Ryan Presley warming up in the Minnesota bullpen. Strike 2 on the foul ball. Duda grounds it about 15 feet in front of the plate. Kinsler off the mound makes the play, 1 down.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Home walk-off advantage. Well, you know what? You're supposed to win your home games. We've got 3 coming up, so nothing hurt yet should that happen. Another ground ball back to the mound. Throw to first for out number 2. Oh, as am I.
Third baseman,
Don't forget Irvin Santana still getting those x-rays. We should find out after the game his status. So far, a quick inning. And here's Flores. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Up high, it's 2-1. Your favorite is Denard Span. Really? Nothing wrong with that. I didn't mean to sound like something was wrong with that. It's just an interesting choice. 2-2. Ground ball and through, and the winning runner's aboard. Yikes. Where are we at in the order here?
center fielder,
Reyes will pinch run.
Granderson.
So it's Granderson, then Darnode. Oh, boy. You know he's going to try to steal. Yeah, Michael Kadire is one of my all-time favorites as well. I've said it on here a few times, I think, but I saw him when he was 18 years old playing in Single-A Fort Wayne. Got to watch him play when he was a shortstop. Oh, no, it's through. Don't you dare go to third.
Up next for the Mets,
Okay.
catcher,
Um,
Darno.
okay, Kinsler's confidence is at like 90. 2 away here. And it's Darnaud, who hit a home run in his last at bat. Fouled off. It's 0-2. Come on, guys. Got him. Struck him out. Couldn't hold up. Kinsler pumped. We head to the 10th. 2-2 here in Game 2 of the World
Your
Series.
attention, please. A defensive change for the Mets.
The new pitcher will be Robles.
Number 7, Jose Reyes. Now in center field, number 19, Jay Bruce.
So Jorge Polanco to lead it off. Kepler and then Castro.
Minnesota,
Fastball slider change.
Jorge
Let's go.
Polanco.
First pitch is well outside for a ball. Got Presley ready to go in the bottom of the 10th. We can always add a pitcher should we score. Polanco fouls it off. Ball and strike. In case there was any doubt that we were not going to play a third game this afternoon, this extra inning games will seal it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Thought it'd come back in. Two balls, 2 strikes. Check swing, didn't go. The count is full. They do have Jay Bruce coming up, don't they? That's not a bad idea to go with a lefty for 1 batter. Maybe 2. I'll have him ready. That's probably a good idea. They could change their... I mean, they could change that up too, though. We'll see. They went with the double switch right there, so... to bring in Robles on the mound. We'll see how it goes. Full count. Polanco stays alive. This will be pitch number 8 to Jorge Polanco. And he skies it near second base. Cabrera calls everyone off, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Max Kepler.
So Max Kepler will bat. He's 0 for 3. Lefty warming up in the Mets bullpen. Upstairs at 95 for ball 1. Tapper up the middle to second. Throw to first for out number 2. Where is the Twins offense? Here comes Jason Castro. Man, couldn't get underneath it. 0-1. Castro strokes it to right. This one hit fairly well near the track, but it's going to stay in the park. It's a 1-2-3 inning. The Mets, another opportunity to win. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Jay Bruce.
Leading off for the Mets,
Let's go to Boshiers. It's a good call.
Jay Bruce. Your attention, please.
Jay Bruce out to face the lefty,
Number 62.
or Boshiers to face the lefty Jay Bruce, I should say. Strike called. Jay Bruce, another one of the Mets that does not play for them in real life. Played a career with the Cincinnati Reds. Real life with the Indians now.
Yep, that ball went out.
2-1. Wow, that one missed badly. 3 balls, 1 strike. Doggone it. Come on now. I know Jay Bruce free swings when at the plate. I've seen him play enough.
Up next for the Mets.
So Bruce is aboard. It's Neil Walker. We'll go to Presley after this batter. Surprised I didn't pinch run here. Strike called. And a foul ball, 2 strikes. Double play would be just fine and dandy here. Swing and a miss, and Bo Shears strikes out Walker, 1 away. We'll go to Ryan Presley. See our double switch options. Could replace Kepler with Barry. Kepler has not done crap in this game.
Your attention.
Okay.
Now pitching for Minnesota.
We're not going to do that right now.
Number 57, Ryan Presley.
My long-term plans for this game will be Hector Santiago if we need a hitter. That's what we'll do.
D-Rod. 0-1's the count.
Hector Santiago, I mean, he's a regular starter, so he can hit if need be if we get later down the road. Kepler's defense is much better than Barry's. Swing and a miss. Presley comes in and gets Soler. So 2 down for Cespedes.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis
Jay Bruce still at first base, a leadoff walk, and a strike to Yoenis Cespedes. Curveball misses outside.
That's ball 2.
I don't know what was wrong with that pitch. 2-1. That one's trouble. Oh no. Oh no. Hurry. Fire at home. Let's go. Oh, crap. Got him. Yeah! The relay gets him at the plate. That was close. That was about as close as you can get. What a throw. I think that was Dozier who was over there with the relay throw. Okay.
right fielder, Robbie
Oh my gosh.
Grossman.
Let's continue, shall we? Robbie Grossman in the 11th. Broken bat, are you kidding me? That's a foul ball by a long shot if that bat doesn't snap. All right. So Presley's done.
Ryan
Now we got to figure out who we're going to hit here. So let's go to... Oh, sorry. I should have done a replay there. We'll go to Barry. which gives us our most.
Attention, please.
Our bench still has a lot of versatility as far as positions go.
Number 52, Quentin Berry.
All right. So Quentin Berry, the batter, and he's got some speed. Oh, 1. And he takes down low. Clamoring for a replay, aren't we?
2 balls, 1 strike.
We'll get to it here. 2-1. Barry fouls it off to make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he stays alive. Barry again to the left side. Working the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ah, chased. He went with the fastball. Doggone it. Let's see. Where was that? Was that in the 10th? That was the bottom of the 10th.
Now batting, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
So here's how that went down. Right now the throw's happening. It even missed the first cutoff guy. This is the Mets winning run. What a throw. His hand's actually not on the plate yet, if we're getting technical about it. I mean, that's extremely close. That was the winning run.
For you?
Huh?
From you?
What do you mean from me?
He's out.
Yeah, he was out. I know.
You won. You won. You won.
What?
You won.
Oh, we're still playing. You're not impressed.
Ball that's outside.
Hey, I'm not complaining. That was super close. Rosario checks his swing. He didn't go. It's 2-0. What's wrong with you? Well, take your shoes to the door. Now.
3 balls, no strike.
Take care of yourself. Thank you. Gets mad at me, throwing stuff around. To the door, where they're supposed to be. Thank you. 4-pitch walk to Rosario. He's aboard.
You're touching the door.
All right, here's Dozier. I seriously think Rosario is the fastest player, including my bench. Actually, Santana probably is, but he's not much faster.
Ball that's out.
Hunting doors.
Yeah, well, I already used Barry. Dozier with 2 outs. Grounder to the left side. Hurry, Doge. Not going to get there. We continue on. And Hector Santiago. We're going to have him work a while.
Number 53,
We're going to have him work a while. Lucas Duda will be the batter. Santiago, if you remember from early on in the franchise, has an extremely slow delivery. It is annoying. And when he was a starter, games, I swear to you, took 10 minutes longer simply because he was starting.
Any text?
No. 0-2. touch my phone. No.
I'm saying there's...
Don't touch my phone. There's not. Got him. Struck him out. Down goes Duda. And Asdrubal Cabrera, who is 0 for 4,
Number 13,
ready to go.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
Nope, that's inside.
Yep, I know. This makes Santana even worse here. There will be an off day. And Duffy's going to start game 3. So we'll have 2 days rest for whoever it might be.
No, inside.
Or no, Hughes. Yeah, Hughes is the next starter, not Duffy. I suppose, go with Duffy, but why? When Phil Hughes is ready. Strike called. So 3-1.
One strike.
But you know what? We got to win this game. We can't worry about the future now. We got to worry about right now. Ground ball, foul, and now Hector Santiago has worked the count to full. 3-2 on the way. To center. And it's going to drop in. Before you say I should have dove for that, if I dive and miss, the game's over.
Third baseman, number 7.
It's not worth diving there.
Jose
1 out, winning runner at first base. So Reyes, pitcher spot. Okay. How did the changeup miss that badly? Want to know. To right and hit well. The wind's blowing out at the track and caught by Grossman for out number 2. Oh yeah, I don't dive very often.
number 47.
And that's a terrible
On set,
place to dive.
Robles.
If there's 2 outs with the runner at second, you know I'm diving.
Pinch hitting for the Mets,
But
number 54.
and he probably would have gone into the slide animation, to be fair. But we're not risking that. That's a terrible risk. Okay? Keep it over there. It's alright. Alright, hold on. Who's batting? I missed it. TJ Rivera. Okay. Just want to make sure who we're facing. Rivera takes a strike. We're in the bottom of the 11th of Game 2 of the World Series. Curveball just misses. Eek. 1-1.
I'm gonna go back to the first.
To left. Now the Mets down to their final strike of the inning.
I just want to see this
To right. That's a base hit.
picture. 3.
Well, now the scoring position, or the winning runner's in scoring position.
Travis.
Top of the order.
I might lose the World Series.
I guess it's not the top of the order.
You're gonna lose the World Series.
You don't know that yet. Darno, the batter, swing, belted towards left, towards the corner, and it's going to go foul. It's hit very high, and only foul by a few feet. Inside on Darno, and it's 1-1. Outs have been difficult to come by in these extra innings. My goodness. Outside, 2-1. Tapper, foul. So 2-2. Sano. Over to first.
He's out.
They get out of it. We head to the 12th. Still going. 2-2. In my road to the show.
Attention, please. Now
Jerry Blevins will be the new pitcher, and imagine he'll be out there a while. Here's Miguel Sano.
leading off for Minnesota, third baseman
A sweet
Miguel
franchise?
Sano.
Yes.
No, I
1 ball, no strikes to Miguel Sano,
interrupt me.
and a strike called.
Ball, 1 strike.
Sinker, cutter, curve, change. Yeah.
Interrupt.
Sano ahead of the sinker, but fouls it off.
Okay.
1-2. Ah, I hate high fastballs. I hate them so much. 1-2. Shoots one to the right side. That's going to be playable at second for out number 1.
Now batting.
And now Justin Morneau, who singled in the first, but 11 innings later, that's all he has to his name. He's 1 for 4. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Top 12, 2-2. Fouled off. Pitch from Blevins on 0-2 to Morneau. To the left side, right to Cabrera at short. And the second out recorded. Yep, I agree.
Batting. Shortstop. Jorge
2-strike fastball up high. Yeah, it's a great pitch. I mean, it really is. When I played, I called for that a lot as a catcher. 2 strikes at the right helmet high. Some people can't help themselves.
Nope. Outside.
I'm no exception. 1-0 to Jorge Polanco. Turns on it and shoots it just foul. Ball and a strike. Up the middle. Oh, man. It hits Blevins. Good at bat for Polanco, but an unfortunate ending. Bottom 12. Jay Bruce will hit for the second time. He walked previously, and he'll face Hector Santiago here.
center fielder, Shea Bruce.
Santiago's first pitch way outside for a ball. So it'll be Santiago, Walker, and Soler due up for the New York Mets in the bottom of the 12th.
Ball 2.
2-0 here to Bruce. I can't hit the plate suddenly. 3-0. Really don't want to throw him anything across the plate, though. There we go. No! Really? Leadoff walk.
Second baseman,
What's wrong with that pitch? Nothing. All right. Again, Jay Bruce, the leadoff batter, reaches base and represents the winning runner.
D-Rod.
Swing and a miss. Walker, Soler, and then Cespedes. Grounder to second. Second for 1. First for 2. The double play. A huge double play for Minnesota here in the bottom of the 12th. A clean
fielder
slate
number 15, Jorge.
as Jorge Soler steps in. Santiago out of the windup. And a ball just low. It's 1-0. Soler fouls it off. One ball, one strike. Soler with a huge cut. He misses. It's 1-2. Inside slider coming. Fouled off. That double play was massive. To the right side and a foul ball. Determined to finish him off with this slider inside. Oh, God. Not that far inside.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis.
Giving them every chance in the world to win this game, aren't we? Soler hit by a pitch, and now Cespedes, the batter. We have to be exceptionally careful here. Strike called. Morno's under it. Easy play for him, and in the 12th, that'll do it. Lengthy World Series game here to the top of the 13th. 2-2 the score. Yeah, there will definitely not be a Game 3 in this stream. That's not a question at this stage.
Max Kepler.
Here's Max Kepler. Kepler turns on it and fouls it to the right side. Kepler, Castro, Grossman due up for Minnesota. Tapper, please go foul. Please go foul. Catcher jumps on it and one down.
Now batting. Catcher. Jason Castro.
Here's Jason Castro. 1 for 4. Singled and struck out.
Ball one, no strike.
That one upstairs on the fastball. Cut fastball. It's 2-0. And no true fastball from this guy. Cutter in there for a strike. About belt high for a ball. For a strike. It's 2-1. Castro under this one to shallow right center and caught.
Now batting. Right fielder. Robbie Grossman.
Maybe down the line as far as the pinch hitting for Jimenez or for Castro, but again, you don't want to run into that situation where the catcher suddenly gets injured. I don't know if you've ever put a catcher into this game that doesn't play catcher, but he is atrocious. More than any other position. There's a base hit up the middle. God, this game's going to do this to me right now. I don't know what to do here.
Batting. The pitcher. Hector Santiago.
Okay, so we've got a problem. Hey AJ, welcome back. We've got a big problem here as far as what we need to do. All right, you guys want to help me decide what to do here? Because we've got a big problem. Hector Santiago. I only have 3 pitchers on my bench. Strickland, who is very fatigued, Belisle, and Perkins. Do I want to keep Santiago in here and go with a pinch hitter with a runner on and 2 outs? What do you guys think? And go. Right now, I would think I would rather keep Santiago in the game. If I take him out, I only have 2.5 guys that are only going to go 1 inning. And I have no one else to throw here. Rick Aguilera, yeah. Yeah. All right. That seems to be the consensus early on. Finally get a hit. So we're essentially playing for the 13th inning. Or for the 14th inning. There's 2 outs. There's 2 outs. That's the problem. If there was nobody out, I would actually probably pinch hit. And bunt. Well, no, I'd bunt with Santiago. Yeah. There's 2 outs. I meant the other way around. I've been streaming a while. We're going to keep him in. We're going to keep him in. I hate doing this. This is real baseball, though. Ball 1. No, yeah. We're on the same page, Amishka. I meant the other way. I meant what you were saying. I flipped that around. Obviously, I'm keeping him in there with nobody out because he'd be bunting. 2 outs. That's why I got into this conundrum. 2-0, though. There's 0 chance I'm swinging at this next pitch. None. All right. He's keeping it on the outside. 2-1. How did they tie it up? There was a home run? No. I don't remember. I swear to God, I don't remember. This is in the 13th inning. I think they hit a home run to tie it. Way back in like the 7th. Santiago swings at the knee-high sinker. Look how tiny his PCI is. Come on. 2 down, 2 out. Santiago stays alive. They were inches away from scoring in the 11th on a double that went to the wall. But the relay to the plate was just in time. Booted at second. They still get the out. 8th? Yeah, Duda in the 8th. Or was it Duda? I don't remember. No, it wasn't Duda. It was that other guy.
First baseman, Lucas Duda.
The guy with the apostrophe in his name. Danaud. Bottom 13. But Duda's not a guy I like to face. I can tell you that. Circle change for strike 1. A lot of things that are happening in this game are all blending together right now. Another strike. It's 0-2 to Lucas Duda. Here comes the hook. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know. Didn't expect much from him, but he's had a pretty good game. Tapper. Santiago all day makes the play. 1 down. Bottom 13. And it's Asdrubal Cabrera. Followed by Jose Reyes and then the pitcher's spot. First pitch. Oh, no. Throw it. Why? Why, Sano? Why do you do these things to me?
Number 7, Jose Reyes.
He absolutely killing me. Again, the Mets have a runner on base. Ground balls through on the hit and run. Oh, no. Oh, no.
The pitcher, Sherry Levin.
So the pitcher spot is up,
Your attention, please.
and Rene Rivera will be the new batter.
44, Rene Rivera.
And a speedy runner at first, too. Good Lord. Strike called. We are badly hoping for a double play ball. Like, that's the only thing we can get right now that's going to help us. He's bunting. Runner coming home. He missed the suicide squeeze. Wow. He missed it. He missed the bunt. And now there's 2 strikes with a runner at second. Oh, God, catch that. He did. We are getting so incredibly lucky right now. We head to the 14th, still tied. What an outstanding ball game.
Your attention, please.
Addison Reed, a right-hander, will come in to face Eddie Rosario, Brian Dozier, and then Miguel Sano. Oh, they went with the suicide squeeze and they missed. That is unreal.
0-1's the count.
Fastball slider change. Okay. I don't know how much skill was involved in him missing a bunt that he should have had.
The plate, ball 1.
And thankfully the catcher didn't screw up things there and not make a tag.
D-Rod.
Rosario got a good cut on that one, but it's 1-2. Down the line, and a fair ball right at first for out number 1. So Brian Dozier will be the batter. He's 0 for 3. He's had a walk. Familia getting ready in the bullpen.
That's a ball.
Inside pitch, not a strike. It was an off-speed pitch. That I know.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
It was an off-speed pitch that was supposed to be lower to induce the ground ball. Sano swinging, or Dozier swinging hard at that one. Just missed. Just under it. 2-1. Outside 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, if I get a chance, we'll do that. But man, I might not have time to do that today. This game's starting to run into my schedule. Well, I've got time, but I might not be able to do that today.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
So many great things have happened here. Dozier grounds out, 2 down. Here's Sano, who homered 13 innings ago. He has yet to get a hit since. In fact, the Twins have failed to score a run since that time. Liner to second. Diving stop for the 3rd out. Well, I mean, it's the 14th inning stretch. We play on. Sano hit that ball extremely hard. It didn't matter. Santiago comes back out to work. And
Leading off for the Mets, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
here we go. It's Travis d'Arnaud, who homered to tie the ball game up a long time ago. World Series Game 2. Mets up 1-0. Grounder to short. Polanco makes the play.
Now batting, center fielder,
Between Walker and Cabrera up the middle infield, they have had some great defensive plays. And now here's Jay Bruce. Fastball inside. He's walked in both plate appearances. Twins pitchers wanting nothing to do with him. Well, you know what? There's always Minnesota to win games. That one into the bullpen, and the Mets are going to take game 2. I guess walking him would have been a much better idea. Mets walk off in Game 2 of the World Series, and you know what? They're going to guarantee themselves another home game or a championship. Mets win in 14 thanks to Jay Bruce walk-off shot. Too bad. Wow. Well, after sweeping the Division Series and Championship Series, the Twins now find themselves in uncharted territory, down 2-0. But you know what? They're going to head back home. We'll have the DH, and we'll try and take those 3 games. And ouch. Oh, my goodness. Jay Bruce unloads after walking twice. What a shame. SLP says this game ties the Major League record for longest extra inning played in a World Series, which was the Chicago White Sox and Houston Astros in 2005. Good to know. I wish we could have gone to a 15th. All right. Jay Bruce gets player of the game. His OPS 5,000. Yeah, well, he did walk twice and he had a home run, so 1 for 1 plus 2 walks. There you go. Okay.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious
Tough.
New York Mets.
Tough game, man.
12 hits.
Tough series. Mets have played some good ball. Sano has 2 RBI in this one, a home run. He has 11 in the postseason,
2 errors.
which is great and all.
6 men on base.
Santana only threw 2. Gibson threw 5 in relief.
The winning pitcher is Addison
Kinsler,
Reed.
Boshiers, Presley, but Santiago's going to be hit with the loss.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 20
Amish guy, thanks for stopping by, man. Let's real quick, let's see how Santana's doing. Irvin Santana. This screws up our pitching badly if he's hurt. I don't know what to do. We could not hit. We had 6 hits in 14 innings. That's rough. We'll do, man. We'll do. Alright, we have simmed ahead. I didn't get any notifications. So it appears he's fine. He's good. He's good. He is fine. Nothing to see here, so we'll sim ahead one more day. Get us to the World Series Game 3.